Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tyranny. I'll give you just a moment. There we go. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't know anything about the game. Although it does seem to be set in medieval times. So, let's get to it, shall we? Now, to be honest, when I first saw the artwork for this, I was thinking, oh, this looks like it might have something, it might be a board game type game. Either that or it's like RTS. Sorry about that, folks. Let's find out, shall we?
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord swept across the known world.
Okay.
All who stood against them died before defeat.
So the known world is one country. Well, I mean, it is medieval times, so.
Women and men of immense power were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will.
So, are we going to become even stronger than Archons?
Has come to Arkham, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus.
Okay.
Spymaster and Archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die.
Okay.
Raven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two
Okay, so
the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tunon brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatehunters, judges and executioners of the Overlord's law.
okay then.
Among the youngest of the court of Fatehunters, when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
I mean, I know this because I'm the protagonist. It's always how it works. Ooh. There we go. I can be big and beefy, or I can be thin. I think I'm gonna go middle of the road here. Hair color. I'll go with that one. Hairstyle. It's more like what my hair is now, to be honest. Oh, I do like that though. Ah, there we go. That's nice. I gotta put my hair up. That I like that. I can live without facial hair. Let's go with white.
My wounds are slowing me down. I need rest.
You know, do I want tattoos? I like that. Kind of like that too. I would like that if it weren't for the face. I think that one's a favorite. Ooh, I like that one. Like gauntlets, that's nice. Just the legs. I think I'm gonna go with the tree. I like that. And that, nah, really not much of a difference in there. That'll have to do. Let's see what else we got here. Seems to go over. I can't. Let's just win. P1. Feminine looking dude. Which I am not. A mustache though. I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, make sure everything's good over here. Why? How did you join Cryos' army? Huh. I'm gonna go with a lawbreaker. Dual wielding. I don't much care for that though. I want dual wielding swords. Okay, so if I switch to this, to say this, and then this to dual wielding. Okay. Let's just do that. And let's get some spells in there. I'm gonna do that. White, blue. Let's see here. What options do we have? Let's go with what I like. You know, I like this. Oh, that's nice. A nice dark blue on there. Yeah. Go with one here. Couple here. There we go. Weapon skills. Let's bring these up. I like being rounded. And then those two. Oh. Let's go with Conquest. Okay.
In the early days of 428, Kairos' armies arrived at the Gates of Judgment, a mountainous border that we Tearsmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the Tears sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors. Until it's too late.
Well, yeah. In Conquest, you will decide your character's actions during Kairos' invasion of the Tears, shaping the world through which you will adventure over the course of the game. Each choice you make affects your character and how major factions of the Tears respond to you. Your decision matters. Your decisions matter. Choose wisely. The Bastard City. Bastard City stood on the north border between Kairos Empires and the Tears. Built upon the natural harbor at the crossroads between realms, the city is a nexus of commerce. To the Tears, it was a center of all wealth. To a northerner, it was little more than a backwater trading post. Its symbolic status as a gateway to the continent made it a natural first target in Kairos' military conquest. Circumstances were ideal for you to prove your worth as a soldier in Kairos' army. Taking the city would send a message to the rest of the Tears. Kairos' will is insurmountable. I used to remember the Gates of Judgment as the first battle in the conquest, but the real combat unfolded with advanced units of both armies preparing for the coming war. The Disfavored and Scarlet Corps each had a plan to infiltrate the capital city. Which army did you join? What? I think we'll go with Disfavored. Oathbound scouts identified modest border defense and collaborated on an organized attack. that would leave the enemy uncoordinated and cut off from aid. Oversaw the preparations and offered your opinions on the strategy. When the clashing of swords and spears fell into silence, followed by a cheer of disfavored scouts, you were the least surprised. Okay, so I'm working with the bad guys in this game, it would seem, and this is interesting. Stopped. Tricked the guild elders into meeting with the voices of Arcana secrets. The Archon was notorious for his cruel and mysterious interrogation techniques. The mages were never seen again. He lured the hot-headed mages to ambush where a legion of disfavored waited to spring the trap. The soldiers were hungry for a chance to subdue the arcane branch of Tyr's resistance. Decides a gesture that will give your allies meaningful event. How did you assist the fall of the bastard city? Challenge the commander of the bastard city's defenses to an honorable fight to the death. The disfavored wish to spare soldiers' lives for the battles ahead and civilians' lives for occupation. Oh, it gives me abilities. Spreading the word of Kairos, you converted the poor and disfavored into a hidden army of the Scarlet Chorus. Once the dust settled, the army wished to bolster their troops with these sleeper cells. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky, huh? Fire, or I'm gonna go with this one. Some deaths were quiet and unnoticed, while others were gruesome beyond words. As a wave of murder overtook the city's elite, your deeds swelled in infamy. Well before the armies arrived, no one in the bastard city felt safe in their homes, much less behind their walls. By the time Kairos' forces crested the horizon, the city was fearful enough to throw open the gates and welcome their new protectors. Okay, then. You may choose one of these: Apex or Lethean's Crossing. Best city stayed mostly with every tower, displaying Kairos' banner. Your name was whispered alongside the rumors decorated career to come. The armies divided into two fronts and migrated south. Tunon sent word that you were to join the next frontier of Kairos' contest, either as judge and overseer of the settlement of Lethean's Crossing, or as the war advisor in the armies. I'm going with Lethean's Crossing. I like being a judge. I get to be a bastard to people. The bold founded a small merchant town. A lot of reading. The cult of Siren, the Archon of Song's power ensnared the minds of a disfavored soldier. You found a clever solution to improve production of iron weapons and armor. Ooh. Smith Mage worked day and night to create weapons. No one faulted their dedication, yet production was low. The plans that came to light proved divisive to the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus. On one hand, any additional manpower was needed for fighters, not forges. On the other hand, the celebrated weaponry of Kairos' army needed to be fiercely guarded. Scarlet Chorus took refugees from the recent influx and forced them to serve in Kairos' military. You repurposed these individuals to haul wagons of iron for the Smith Mages. This proved an inconvenience to the Scarlet Chorus, who relied on their force of numbers to be effective in the field. Population of Lethean's Crossing had swelled from the emptying of lands. Just a lot of reading. I expected a lot more. This is not what I expected, to be honest. Pick of the armory. Since you aided the production of weapons, commanders of both armies lobbied for additional arms. They offered all manners of bribes in the next in line for a fitting session with the masters of the forge. How did you sate the lust for iron? You let Xavier have the iron. The Scarlet Chorus. Oh yeah. Using language left nothing open to interpretation, you let both the commanders know that bribery would not be tolerated in Kairos' military. You didn't stop either of them from seeking you out again. That didn't stop either of them from seeking you out again, making promises of wealth and advancement if you showed special favor. Deciding that enough was enough, you ordered both of the commanders flogged in view of their armies. Ooh. Letting pain and humiliation teach them where reason had failed. Injured forge-bound artisan. Leaving him unable to practice the craft, Tunon ordered the mercenaries to leave the city in the hands of Kairos' more responsible servants. Only a token garrison would be left behind while the armies returned to the front. As the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus showed increasing tension and hostility toward each other, Tunon decreed it best that only one force could control the crossing. His favorite place was a modest garrison in the settlement of Fleeting Crossing. The force was larger than the might be needed to police a small settlement. Protecting the forge-bound ironsmiths became the true agenda. Okay. Okay, Vellum Citadel, Stalwart or Azure? Vellum Citadel was a library fortress? I want the Vellum Citadel. It's a library. Siren Song and snared some. Ooh. Siren Archon of Song used her power to enthrall enemy mages who crept beyond the Citadel's walls. After Kairos' forces rounded up the arcane practitioners, the disfavored began executing the new captives before they could share dangerous knowledge, a crime under Kairos' law, with the Scarlet Chorus. You calmed the disfavored with compromise. The sages' mouths would be bound with iron bridles, preventing them from speaking their forbidden knowledge. You punished the disfavored for executing mages bound to the Scarlet Chorus, ordering that several disfavored soldiers be given to the Archon of Song as her personal bodyguards. I mean, the wisdom of the sages and knowledge of the Vellum Citadel were too important to silence. The disfavored balked at entering the Archon's service, but you ruling left them with no recourse. Archon's Siren delighted in having new toys to play with and promptly enthralled her personal guard. You spotted them in camp days later following their new mistress with wide-eyed devotion. The spy had suspicions of what sages surrendered. Siren composed songs of strength and provoked bloody slaughter. A group of enemy mages surrendered to the disfavored, claiming to be spies loyal to the voices of Narad. No one in the army could verify the claim. Disfavored ready to interrogate the mages, but the Scarlet Chorus protested, demanding that the prisoners be given to their custody. Couldn't risk the voices of Narad's secrets falling into the wrong hands. Though it meant angry the Scarlet Chorus, mages were disfavored property. They remained in custody while you reviewed their claims. Sharply reminding them that they marched to Kairos' orders and not their own whims, the mages were released to the custody. They surrendered to the disfavored. Took time poring over the mages' confiscated documents, finding no blatant messages to the voices of Narad or anyone else. You resolved to question the mages yourself. When you reached the cells, you discovered the bodies, each of them slaughtered in grisly display. Oh, god dang it. The Edict of Fire. The parchment arrived, a slender case of engraved iron, written on it the words of spell, powerful enough to destroy the Volume Citadel. No! When to read the edict, reading it at sunrise would offer your enemies no warning of the devastation to come. You would also wait until sunset, giving them ample time to flee or make amends. Option no quarter. Claiming they still had spies within Citadel, Scarlet Chorus urged you to warn the mages of the Overlord's edict, granting their request that you met with an enemy under a blue flag of peace. Blue, huh? Warned them of their doom, giving the core spies and the enemy a chance to run. I didn't want to burn the place down. The burning library. I'm upset now. I didn't want to do that. Well, I gotta live with what I did. Okay, so if I'm helping the enemy with their conquest, what am I supposed to do exactly? What is my role after the conquest? Am I like a turncoat? I turn around and turn against my own boss?
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition with the tiers. The younger realms, the bastard tier, the precincts. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or died in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands. But our will is not complete. Not entirely. In the valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together for defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the disfavored Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault.
Okay.
Their main forces spread across the tiers. The disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeployed to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months passed with no definitive fact. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers.
Mm-hmm.
The Overlord is not pleased, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers, or die. Kairos master is the magical commander that can slay all in the battle should the order be given. The honor of proclaiming this message fell to me. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well, you carry the
Is that what my job is? Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's one of these, is it? Oh. So much reading. Have you the value of sealed? You on the other side. Just favor warrior clap. Commander wouldn't say why the governor of Lithian's crossing would be coming, but since we have no forges here, I imagine you're here to knock some sense of the voices of Narat. She catches herself clearing her throat with a smile. I mean, mediate with the Archon so that we might agree on a plan to wipe out these Oathbreakers. Why don't we just have both of you go in and fight? Personally, it was good to see another Harbinger. But Kairos, well, most of our old invasion forces still lives. But most of us have been scattered across the tiers, resigned as needs change. I miss those days when there was so much battle ahead of us, so much glory still to be won. None of the Archons are expecting you to let me win. Nostalgically, please. Yeah. Haha. Your senses see more than mine, good fate binder. I do not pretend to know much about such things, but Ascaris is magic and you're here on important business. Well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kairos have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague and an edict of twisted bones. Oh, yeah, the edict is against us. Her eyes widen with fear, posture slackens, but the Scarlet Chorus prevents us from taking action. Why would the Overlord punish both of... Because he wants us to stop fighting each other. That's why. Should have conquered the enemy within weeks of arriving in the valley. The delay reflects poorly on all of us. If we all follow Kairos' will and stop the insurrection, no harm will come to any of us. Your first instinct is to blame the Scarlet Chorus. No wonder Kairos resorts to an edict to enforce order. There's indeed little goodwill between our armies, and you are right. Uh-huh. Okay.
Will do. On it. For the queen.
Here, have some ice. I keep angling sideways every time. Finally. Took us a while, but we got him. I'm dying. Oh, I'm slowly healing. Okay. Let's see what we got here. A whetstone and a potion of protection. Carry on. Push. Okay, I guess I'm slipping through. This seems so fun. Just standing here waiting. Well, I'm trying to save him. I ain't doing much. There we go. And they're dead. Let's see what you got, shall we? Sun Soldier's Javelin. What do you have, huh? A mushroom?
Try and catch me, word. Big fun. You're here at last. Here to join me in putting let's see what falls out.
Oh, do I command her too?
On my command.
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Will do.
Okay then.
I'm versed by them. But there are more important things to do than introductions. Those veteran guard people didn't come alone. I guess.
What was your roll?
Fury, one of the elite killers of our incredible gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but how about that full group? We're a rare breed. Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Chorus are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes that easier. The voices of Narat called his best fighters to their siege. There must be something important about them as well. Don't ask me what. We are competing. I love that. Before we go, we had a search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful item they might be clutching. If they deserved my praise, they'd be standing here taking orders. As it is, they're dead and I'm alive. The beating of my heart is still.
Okay.
Apparently you haven't spent enough time for the voices of Narat.
Okay then. Where's my... Do.
I can't.
My inventory. Spell creation. Quest. Ah, there's my inventory. Let's see what we got here. Phalanx. Rogue's Leather. That's the edict. Looks like this might be better if you ask me. Could have sworn I saw some other stuff. Oh well. Wait. Hold on, I'm... Okay, that's compared to... Seems in overall to be better than my axe, so... Nope, okay. Down that way, gotcha. Oh, we got all these people to fight, yay. No looking back. Students made a charge, the sound of chanting rise from the south, drawing his attention. Okay. Run down the Oathbreakers, let none escape. Ha. Let's go after him.
Let's do it, you and me.
Oh, jeez.
Will do.
Did I always have this much blood?
They're all really focused on her. It's not good. Come quick, we have a situation on the cliffside. They have the commander. Oh, that's not good. Blood moss. Weapons armor. Ah. That's a baggie. Mm-hmm. I'm still reading that. Okay.
On it.
Stow your weapons if you find out how long. Man screams while hitting the ravine down below. Corner just drop and a band of angry soldiers. Housebreaker warrior holds a disfavored officer at knife point. You're the man playing invited you to use what little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your torture. It's more of a hunger of torture than a thirst. The soldiers found some mage blather on the Oathbreakers. Let's examine it. Repeating the same message in different written scripts, the parchment explains the Vendrian Guard's desire to overthrow Kairos Archons and rout the armies from the tiers. The pages aren't addressed to any specific reader, but rather openly invites all who remain loyal to the younger realms to gather at Vendrian's Well. And likely other group. Stop this group. A shame it was such high cost. Well, it's war. What do you expect? Well, now what? Oh, there's somebody here to talk to, huh? Prisoners from Tarkus clan. Well, he's not just any Oathbreaker, he's one of their leaders. Oh. For those who foment rebellion, find a post and string them up. His wounds won't kill him. For thirst, starvation, and infection will do the rest. All must be given a chance to find absolution in service of the Scarlet Chorus. The mage points a finger at the favorite officer, and you know full well it's always been our way. He has a chance to be slave or soldier. Only then do we feed him to the pigs. Of course. Trying to be a middle ground here. Ah, great. What am I doing now? Frozen grasp. Huh. Interesting. Energy talents journal. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end this here, folks. While I do love me a nice adventure style game with swords and shields and spells, I do have to say I do not care for this style of game. Not to say it's a bad game, it's just not my thing. So next time we will be doing something different. Until then, I hope everyone has a fantastic night.